Tonight we're staying at Under Canvas.
Well, there is a hospital at exit 65.
We're down at the Hoover Dam today right now. We're gonna... She's liking the trail. Hiking. What are you doing? What are you doing? We'll do an intro right now here. Okay. All right, guys. Good morning. Happy Labor Day weekend. Right now, today we're going to go down this road right here, and we're going to go to the tri-state line. This is the spot where Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee intersect in the woods, and North Alabama, North Georgia, and South Tennessee. You want to take a ride?
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting.
Want to take a walk, I mean?
Yeah, I say ain't no riding down. I could probably do it though.
Yeah.
But I don't think they want you to.
No. So, you can tell it's
Yeah, Daddy's smarter than that, Gracie. We gonna walk down on the low side.
It's pretty out here. This is on the south end of Nickajack Lake. It's beautiful. And this is the spot where all the states intersect, and we're going to come down here and talk about it, see if we can cover it.
The tri-state area.
And the reason why I wanted to cover it is there's an interesting story behind it, but since we're going to be out doing some hikes today and covering it, I wanted to go ahead and cover this. At least it's got a good road for you to hike.
Yes.
A lot of these places don't have good hiking paths, and it's like that at Cleveland Canyon State Park. That path wasn't really too good. Huh.
Speaking of paths,
Let's see if this is a road though. Let's see.
Huh?
See if we can find out. See, this goes down to the river, but our path is going to be.
We can go down here and around that tree. That's what people are doing.
They're just going down and around.
Yeah, this is going to be yeah, I'd rather walk through the woods than on that dirt even, I think.
Yes. They just go around the tree. It looks like a tree fell across during the storm. During our path. But our path goes down to the, there's a big marker down there, guys.
Yeah, right here, this way.
That marks it. Sorry. Trying to see the tree. There's a big marker down here that marks the, where it's at.
Eastern Dogwood.
And if you ever want to come see it, you go to Stateline Cemetery in South Pittsburg, Tennessee, under Nickajack Lake. You park at the cemetery, and there's a path leads off of it, and they said you go 500 yards down the road to the marker.
I know it looks like we're being crazy, but we got all kinds of spider webs across us. We're just trying to get off.
So, you just follow it to the marker. And so there's a marker, see? That's the river right, and that's the lake right there. You can tell people come out here. It looks used enough.
Muscadines.
I love muscadines. This is a nice little hike.
Yeah, they said it was 1.1 mile down there.
Okay. It's not bad. You just follow the road?
Yep.
What was that?
It's a bunch of crows. It's a murder.
It's a what?
A murder.
Look at there, guys. See this? Appreciate that beauty. We're in a slough, look,
Yeah, we are.
on the back. So this is Nickajack Lake. Watch for snakes. Why wear boots.
That'll be my concern too. Is going to be the snakes.
I have a pocket knife in my pocket. I don't have anything else. Somebody camps down here.
Yes, but the trails run out.
Yeah, and it goes over there. Let me see.
But it's like with so many of these historic markers and whatnot, they're just letting them go.
I'm trying to see where my trail
Not
is.
enough people are concerned about them
There it
to
is, I think. There it is.
report it.
I don't like this high grass. Get to where we can see.
Well, you know what they say. Don't go into the long grass. Did we actually take the right trail, or was it the
Yes,
trail
no,
that was
we're-
up there? Okay.
No, this is the right trail. It goes off this. It's marked.
Because Gracie started to go down one trail.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll do our video right here. Because that marker will be right there. Because it's right at this little... It's through the woods right there.
It's through the woods. We didn't go. I mean, it's on over that way, far ways. I mean, and I don't think we're getting across this little.
That's a...
Right, we're not getting across that. At least I ain't.
no.
I don't even have boots on.
You
I
want to do it here or...
So yeah, I mean, we're close. I mean, this is
yeah, let's do it here.
purportedly, you could say we're in Alabama or Georgia or Tennessee pretty much right now. Ah, look at the.
Okay, we're standing here today in this spot to talk about a line. And not just any line, a specific line on a map. This is the borderline between Georgia and Tennessee, right where we're standing. The actual marker is about another half mile through those woods, but there is a creek standing between us and that marker. So, and we don't have wading boots or any way to cross it.
Just pretend with us.
Okay, so we're just, we're literally saying, here's Nickajack Lake. We're right here on the borderline. We're actually on the line itself. We're standing on the line itself. That they have disputed, we're standing on the line. In 1796, when they were asking Georgia and Tennessee to draw the borderlines, and Congress passed a law to draw the borderlines, they dropped the line right here where we're standing, right? But it was supposed to be dropped on the 35th parallel. Well, this is a mile south of the 35th parallel, okay? Georgia said back then that the line was wrong, but they never actually took it to Congress, and they never actually disputed it in that kind of way. In that kind of law, in that kind of way. And now, centuries later, they're still in court with Tennessee trying to get this line that we're standing on right now moved a mile north. And why would they want to do that? Because what's a mile north from here? The Tennessee River. So Georgia's saying we need to go back to 1818 and dispute the boundary claims and access the Tennessee River, because the mile's supposed to be the 35th parallel is a mile north of here. And since the Congress passed a law in 1796 saying the line should be at the 35th parallel, then we think it should be moved to the 35th parallel. That way we can have access to the Tennessee River and solve our drought problems in Atlanta and big suburban areas.
between lawmakers in the two states over the border's location.
Everything would change. Where you vote, the county.
See, according to the volunteer state's constitution, Georgia's north border is supposed to fall at the 35th parallel. But early 19th century surveyors missed the mark by about a mile, thanks to some faulty equipment.
They fell back on a marine sextant. It gets you close at best. It's not for precise work.
The latest resolution in Georgia would appoint 6 lawmakers to reopen discussions with their counterparts in Tennessee and North Carolina on redrawing the Peach State's northern border to match the letter of the law. So yes, it is about righting a wrong for Georgia lawmakers, but at the center of their relentless push to change the border is water and getting a piece of the Tennessee River.
Georgia needs to recoup one of its natural resources. We currently have 1.6 billion gallons a day of water that flows out of North Georgia into the Tennessee River.
But 200 years later, a complete border change is a logistics nightmare.
All right.
For folks like Glenn Meadows and the thousands who fall in that 1 mile strip.
It's something that you kind of like, it ain't gonna ever happen. That's just not gonna happen. Surely we can figure out a way to resolve this.
Representative Morris says he isn't attached to moving the entire Georgia border to the 35th parallel, just the section near the volunteer state's river. In South Pittsburg, Tennessee, Emily Ketta, Fox News.
I mean, Tennessee has a different stance.
Well, I would imagine a lot of that stance is going to be the law of adverse possession, where once you own a piece of property, and in every state this is different, but you can do this yourself. If you just go and want to be a butt and put a fence around somebody's property and they don't say anything for 9 years in most states like Alabama, then you can just go to the courthouse and say, well, I've had my fence there for 9 years, it's mine now. So that would be where I think Tennessee has a lot of ground to stand on, to say, no, this is ours. You had plenty of time. When it first came about, you didn't say anything, and now we have managed it, we have cared for it, we've maintained it. Our people live on it, so we can't change it.
Right. So it really comes down to a disputed claim over ancient history, states' rights, and property again, because they need the water. They need the right to water. And if the Congress, I understand Georgia's stance when they say 1796, Congress passed a law that said that it's supposed to be at the 35th parallel. Well, it's not at the 35th parallel, so we need to get it redrawn. And they said they've been fighting in court this whole time with different court cases against Tennessee to get that parallel redrawn.
I just don't understand why it hasn't gone to the Supreme Court of the United States between then and now and let the Supreme Court make the decision. And I think we know why it hasn't if you think hard enough. Because neither side actually wants to lose. Because once the Supreme Court rules on it, that's it, it's done, it's over with.
But if you redraw the lines and give Georgia a mile of this property back that goes up to the Tennessee River, and the only difference is this is Nickajack Lake, but the Tennessee River, as you can see, I could point to it right here. That, guys, up there is the Tennessee River. I'm going to show you and go up on it. Up there, we see that cloud bank right there on that mountain. That's the Tennessee River. So if we go a mile north here from Nickajack Lake, we're on the Tennessee River. So they could access the Tennessee River and bring pump water down through here and into their communities like Atlanta.
Well, you see, and also, if I was the state of Alabama, I wouldn't want to be rattled. And if I was Tennessee and Georgia, I wouldn't want to rattle Alabama, because Alabama's going to stand up and say, we want to leave everything the way it is because it's where we're centered at. We don't need a property line dispute starting on our side,
right,
which would happen if the line is actually moved. So, I mean, that's it. That is interesting.
Right. So this is a historical issue. And that brings us to the people who settled this area. Now, what about the people who settled this area and disputed this claim and all this stuff? We have up here, right when we came in, Stateline Cemetery, which we're going to go walk back to, and we're going to go visit that. Because the pioneers who founded this land and who established this land as part of Georgia, right? Because we're in Georgia. The founding fathers who established this land as part of Georgia fought for this, right? And they even fought for the rights to get access to the Tennessee River. So we have people too buried at the Stateline Cemetery that were on both sides of the Civil War. They have people there from the Union side and the Confederate side. So Stateline Cemetery is deeply connected with this state line marker right here. So when we walk back out, we're going to stop at the cemetery.
All right, and it's the Georgia-Bama C Tennessee of the cemetery, right?
It's the Georgia, Alabama, and Tennessee.
Oh, okay. I
It's a
thought they just
tri-state.
merged it all together.
They call it
it's
the
the
Stateline Cemetery.
There you go.
And it's in South Pittsburg, Tennessee is how it's listed. Because South Pittsburg, this is South Pittsburg city limits. Right. Is she hooping?
No, that's me getting eaten up by bugs.
Okay, walking out.
It's my special Anunnaki
It's just the
blood
way
that
it is
TikTok
around
tells
the
me I
river.
have.
It's the rivers, lakes. I have to say a lake though. I don't care about the snakes.
Snake!
No, don't care about it. Don't care about it. I'm very conscious of those.
I was watching Gracie. She would have told us.
Even the crows were like, I'd like to see her get across. I want to see him get across the creek.
Yeah, I'm not going across that. If I had boots on, maybe.
See, that's a beautiful area back there. It's
But I
pretty.
think it's going to be marshy back in there, too, looking where we're located.
It's all marshy. That's a pretty area though.
It is.
Go back up here and look at the cemetery gates. That's what we're gonna do. It's beautiful out here. It is a pretty area, but it's a little height. And remember, if you're gonna go to the marker, please make sure that. Oh, that's a muscadine. Good. But when you break it open, see that inside?
Yeah.
It's good. Well, much good. There's our
Now.
trail.
We can walk around this time, you know. We don't have to go through the woods if we don't want to. I got all spider webbed up.
Huh?
I think I'm just now getting some of the spider webs off me. My Gracie's not a fan of spider webs either.
This looks like a camping area. People come to camp and fish.
Yes, it does.
I don't wanna fish out
Catfish, gar, bass,
When I see that, I think of
water
gar.
moccasins.
I think of gar and catfish.
I think water moccasins. Oh, and alligators now,
Oh,
since we have them in Alabama up north.
yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Let's go up here. Let's get to the cemetery, guys.
Well, I bet you we even have alligator gar up in the northern part now.
This is straight up and down right here.
It is.
Got it. Here we go.
Even Gracie's breathing hard after that
That's
deal.
a big tree. Whew. There's the cemetery, guys. See? Coming up on the back side of it. See? Whew. Okay, guys. So what I was saying is, we're back here. This is Stateline Cemetery. We came out of the woods. There's our path out of the woods there. And we came back to the cemetery. We're going to do a walk around the cemetery. You ready? These
Right,
were
and
the
you-
pioneers who settled the area.
Right, and you said this is where Alabama, Georgia, and Pennsylvania
And Tennessee.
and Tennessee meet. Okay.
I know you messed
I was just trying to do like one of those Simpsons thing where you know all the states at Springfield borders.
Tri-State Cemetery. See, this is the Stateline Cemetery. We're going to walk back this way. Let's start around the back end where it looks older.
Yeah, because some of these do look fairly new.
There's still people being buried here, you can see. See that? And I'm going to do a video on it, of course, and bring up the pioneers. But I'm going to start back here toward the back where it looks older and check it out. And it's cooler, guys, back here.
Yeah, well, all this up here, you're right. I'm seeing 2020 stuff up here.
And this right here, see these stones? I want to show you something. When I'm looking at something from back there, you see the shininess of the stones? You see that? And I'm going to zoom in on that. And then I want you to look at this. There is a stark contradiction between the front of that and this and that. That's the difference. This is the old section. We'll start here and go around through there.
Okay.
This is Ma Ann, right?
That's what I see.
Harrington died 1868. See, guys? It's an old one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's an amazing piece of stone right there.
And the whole thing about this, guys, is a lot of these people out here will have Indian blood in them, Native American blood in them. They have Cherokee. So we have a lot of Cherokee buried out here. Or half and half. Let's go back here.
Or at least definitely some form of the Creek Indians.
Right. You know, they used to call the, let me try to think what their name, correctly. The Melungeons of the Appalachian Mountains are a mixture of the Cherokee and American and English settlers. So this is the people who bred with runaway enslaved people, Native Americans, and Englishmen. And they could be buried out here too. It's all the same area. Look at that. Isn't it pretty?
It is. I was looking at the side. This is a huge persimmon tree.
That's a persimmon tree.
Yeah, like we have.
Whoa.
You know, persimmon trees, they live to about 75 years old, and this one looks like it's at the end of its life cycle.
Wow. Probably planted when the grave was put in. You know what?
Yeah.
Looks like that's fallen in. I'm sure I can find that because of it's unique. Let's see. Getting the shade here. See, this is probably a family crypt right here. See that? That's beautiful, guys. Let's go this way. Oh.
Oops, bless you.
See, these are stones. And they're
That's what
not
I'm
going to
noticing.
be
This
marked.
is just all stone markers is all this
They're
is.
see these guys? This is what I was talking about. Let me go in on it. I'm not going to walk through that high grass. You see those stones? Those are all markers. And what I can do is, because I can pull it by death date, older death dates, what I'm going to do is pull the older death dates, then I'll do it that way to acknowledge who they are. I can still find out who they are, guys, but I'm not walking through that risk of getting snake bit when I know that
I'm willing to risk
I
it.
can find it. No, I mean, I know who they are.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying,
Yeah, Gracie and I'll stand here, but if you want to go back through there, we're willing to risk it.
And if you see, look at that. They're overlooking Nickajack Lake. Isn't that beautiful? That's pretty. Okay, here looks like another, this is probably another family section. Looks like an old bed spring over there. Let's look around. These were all section monumented out for families, I'm telling you. Let's go around here and look. Let's see. See? This is weathered. But these were all monumented out. See all these stones back here, guys? Look, on the ground. See this? These are all stones, tombstones. And that's the river, the Nickajack Lake.
I'm noticing one thing.
Huh.
This is where the long grass is. I noticed people aren't cutting this. Someone might have come through here with a weed eater once this year.
Look at that old bed spring.
Yeah, child's bed.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, it is.
So that's a child's grave. See, things like this will be marked, guys. I'll find it. I'll find out who that is. That's unique and it's beautiful. The old iron bed. See?
Yeah, and they didn't necessarily used to make child's beds because, you know, children are small and they would be cute in their bedroom. They made it because they had a limited amount of space.
Yeah.
And that bed best fit in that home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go here. That's sunken in. Let's see if I can Let's go around that way.
Yeah.
And then get around to that one. Has a name on it. Let's go up and around. Watch the rocks, because they're everywhere.
Yes.
There you go. Rachel Greer. The Greer settled this area. That's a family that settled it. And if you go and watch my pioneering videos of Marion County, you'll see the Greer family in there. Go around.
All right, well, why don't you just put a card at the end, or a link at the end of the video, that they can go right to that video from this one.
Right, okay. I'll do that. Thanks for a reminder. All right, let's go down and check these out. This is beautiful out here. Morrison. See that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll tell you something else neat about the mountains, too. It is cool today. It is very cool, but the sun itself is very warm because we're so high up in elevation.
Yes. See, if you look back there, that was your oldest section. Okay? So here, right here, I'm going to go this way. See these older sections right here in the middle by these trees? Where you hit that. Let's go that way. We're going to cut through that middle section by that shaded tree. It's hot out here.
That sun is very warm. If you're in the shade, it's very pleasant.
Florence Curitan. You can head toward the shade. I'm just getting names.
I'm fine.
We're going to have a pleasant day today doing a lot of videos. Let's see who this is. Let's see if I can get anything on the front. It's a Mason Webb. William Webb. You know, Loretta Lynn's last name was Webb. Could be her family.
Very possible.
Yep. There's another bed rail or fence rail.
That's a twin size bed.
Let's look at these.
But it does look like new burials here are not very common anyways. So this must be more of a family.
Let's see.
Oh, the picture's gone.
I think that says Perry. Parrot. Parker? Is that what it says? Parker? Parker. Okay. I can find it by the last name.
Right. Probably is Parker, because that's a Ben Parker right there.
Yep. Shar. Yeah, there's some more Parkers here.
And there's a Mason, Ben Parker.
Yep. Eva. I like that name.
Me too.
Granddaughter of something Parker. Ben Parker. Mary Parker. It is pretty out here. Stateline Cemetery. Very nice, guys. Very nice. This is what I was talking about with Appalachian tombstones, guys. When you see it sometimes. That. It's carved in with their fingers. Yes. I'll have plenty to pull up on the thing. I found the cemetery and I found the ancestors, so I'll pull their pictures.
It's a very interesting old cemetery.
It really is. And see, these are the pioneers, y'all. This is the first registered legal cemetery in Marion County, Tennessee. The Stateline Cemetery, because this was the disputed land. This was the I mean, this cemetery is on the
Obviously,
land.
it's disputed.
It's on the border.
Obviously, because when we were pulling in here, it said, "Welcome to Georgia."
And then it said, "Welcome to Stateline Cemetery." This cemetery is literally on the state line of 3 states. So, like, this is an interesting video and an interesting place out here. If you ever come out here, please try to visit Stateline Cemetery in South Pittsburg, Tennessee.